which was inspired by a red carpet dress. The red carpet dress was inspired by a sari, and it had a tan background. It was like a very nude sheath with some embellishments on it, silver and gold, and a little bit of red accents. So I decided I would do this look. Somebody asked for it. It's an Indian bridal look. So because you may not need to know the foundation and the powder colors I chose, I'll just list them in the bottom bar, so you can go ahead and check those out if you are choosing to use this for a more holiday look versus a bridal look. I want to dramatize it and do a little more with the eyeshadows and create more dimension depth, bring the eyeshadow out further, go ahead and do that. These are my earrings from Claire's. They're fun. They got a gold chain, but they've got like a silver ball, so they don't have too much gold on them. I know Indian jewelry is very much bolder, but these are what I had, and it's pretty much the only gold jewelry I have. So if you have you know, anything more bold than this, go ahead and take that. I contemplated wearing like a pair of silver kind of chandeliers because I thought the design was a little bit more Indian, but nobody really wears silver jewelry to an Indian wedding. So anyways, I hope that you enjoy this, and thanks for watching. The pumpkin poppy mixing medium. I'm also going to take my Styling Tools green bamboo brush in 777, which is a vegan friendly brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the back of the brush. I'm gonna go ahead and dip it into Sugarpill's pigment in Goldilux. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pat this all over the lid, and it is a vegan eyeshadow. The Too Faced Natural at Night palette, which has a lot of very warm sort of olive toned or deeper browns. And I'm going to take this highlight shade at the bottom, which is a fairly dark color for a highlight shade, very similar to MAC's Bamboo. I'm going to take this up on the Real Techniques brush by Samantha Chapman. You can get these at Ulta or realtechniques.com. And as you can see, I've already taken the eyelid shade up a little higher than some people choose to. That's completely optional for you. The reason why I do this is because I don't want to cut off the shape of my eye. I do have a larger eye, so it's not like the biggest concern of mine to make my eyes look small, but I also don't want it to make it look like I'm trying to keep the colors down too low either. So I take it up very low in the crease, and then I blend over it with a less sparkly color than the base tone. That'll help keep some dimension in the lid and help tone down some of the shimmer as a whole for the look. I'm now going to take that same color and blend it into Cocoa Star. Cocoa Star is a pretty decent dupe of MAC's Swiss Chocolate. It's not as, or maybe even Embark. So we're just gonna cross Bamboo and this darker brown. We're just gonna place this into the crease. We're going to start in the outer corner of the eye and crease because we want the majority of the color to rest there, and then we'll start blending it out as we move towards the center of the eye. If your eyes are very wide set, you obviously don't want to make your eyes look farther apart, so you could take a fairly level or even amount throughout the entire crease. I'm just going to take subtle windshield wiper motions and take it up at a diagonal. This will help make my eye pop open more rather than sort of brushing it through the socket. Pumpkin Poppy, I'm going to be taking Versailles, which is literally just a very smooth gold pigment. It's much more of a rusted gold, not so much of a pure gold. This is in the inner portion of the eye so that there's dimension on the base color of the lid. Blend over that. It will lighten subtly. If it's not appearing on camera, it'll make a major difference in person. I'm going to take Harlot from Pumpkin and Poppy. You could take any of her other burgundy reds. She has Merlot, which is a permanent item. I can't recall if Harlot is, but any really deep cranberry color. Red. A lot of brands make burgundy reds. If you have something like Cranberry from MAC, anything like that. If you have Urban Decay palettes, Last Call will work. So I'm just going to go ahead. I think Rapture will work too if you have the Vice palette. It won't be precisely the same, but it will definitely work. We're going to be taking more shape for the eye. I'm going to take Eiffel from Pumpkin Poppy. And we're going to get this up on the Styling Tools 781, which is just a pencil brush. You don't have to take all the brushes I'm taking because I realize some of them do come in kits. And I'm going to go ahead and place this in the outer corner of the eye. Pumpkin Poppies in the Buff, which is just a slight shimmering peach, but any highlight color will do. I'm just going to get this up on my Dime Tool 785, which is a slightly larger fluffy brush, but I'm just going to add just a lightness to the brow bone, make it more dramatic, and I'm just going to place this in the inner tear duct as well. Remove some of that eyeshadow now because we really kind of blended outside. That's kind of the way pigments work, they kind of fall outside. So if you're working with glitter eyeshadows or anything, I just always do the foundation last. That way I can clean up so it looks perfect at the very end. And this is the Tarte High Performance Natural Skinny Smolder Eyes Amazonian Clay Waterproof Liner. I got this in Moonstone Brown. I wanted an eyeliner that was a little softer. I know brown and purple and stuff is recommended for hazel eyes, so I thought this would work to possibly pop them out. So I thought I'd give this a try because I've heard a couple good things about it. It's a slightly newer product, this in particular, but I've heard good things about their eyeliners in general, and I love their Amazonian clay products. I'm gonna go ahead and take Eclipse on my 781, and we're just gonna add this really pretty red and brown. I'll have to try a brown liquid liner sometime, but I'm just gonna take this black liquid liner. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Ardell Double Ups in number 205. I believe these are fairly elegant. I've used them a number of times, not this particular set, but the style, and just fluffy, flirty, and gives you some length. So, and they're thick. They're literally like 2-in-1 if you're not familiar with the Double Ups. So we're going to go ahead and put these on and be right back. Lit Glitter Glue. I was not originally going to add glitter to this look, because I already foiled the gold and there's plenty of shimmer in here. But I wanted to sort of make this not necessarily more elaborate, but I couldn't help but notice that there's plenty of silver trimming on a picture of the dress that was shared with me. Anyways, I noticed that there's very silver trimming on it, which is much more common in Western culture to wear silver jewelry. I wasn't originally going to add silver because it's Western culture color, but anyways, just to go with the dress, I'm going to go ahead and do that. There's this beautiful color by Lit Cosmetics called Rich and Famous, which has a multitude of different colors in here, and this is a solid size number 2. It has a little bit of silver, bronze, gold, and a lot of color, so it's got red in there as well, which was also a very key color on the dress. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place this on. I haven't really brought in the silver, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more glitter glue. This is my favorite glitter glue, by the way. The traditional lit base. I prefer this personally, but I do know people who swear by the waterproof for every day. I'm now gonna take the Barbie Shops, which is a shimmer size number 2, so it's a very small cut shimmer, so you could still see the color base. To me, this is really going to bring out some of the overlay that was on that red carpet dress, along with the silver. As you can see, we place this in the inner tear duct. Just keep the eye open when applying it. Don't scrunch up your eye so it doesn't go in the tear duct while it's placing. I love that. So if you're ridiculous like I am, go ahead and add some more glitter. Stila's Custom Color Blush in Coral, and it's just such a beautiful flush on the cheek. So I'm going to go ahead, tap off the extra. So pigmented. I'm just gonna take a light hand of that. Once it's on, you probably don't need any more. Let's see, for really dark skin tone, of course. I'm just gonna go ahead and buff it back, but it's so pigmented, you don't really need that much. Wash off this look. I'm gonna take the Inglot Soft Precision Lip Liner in number 72, which is a warm red. Inglot lipstick. This is a Frost in 156.